Oh, I can't go like that? Oh. Ew. I don't know where I just put myself. No, wait, the stairs are over here on this one, right? Nope. Wait, they're right here. Alright. I hate this. So I could get everywhere. Nope, that's a headmaster. You say? Where is this fucking chem room? There it is. What a mess. Makoto, do you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Go fuck yourself. This is my first time seeing the shelf. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. That's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is that where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other
That's
words...
right. Could only have been around the time of the incident. Is that really when it happened? It must be related to the case somehow. And some pizza prints. These footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? What? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. What? Well, let's go. Chop chop. Oh my god. I hope this guy dies soon. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. Jeez. Well, there's a spot right here. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good look. Good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Okay. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit, section C. On this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Simply put, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived such ignorance for so long? Truly must be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? No.
Fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving section, or unit, section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements. Ooh, there's a chemical one in there. And different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number, so I guess I can consider this part. But wait, there's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone have put it there on accident? Should I try to find out more about this? I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B is reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A, but what concerns me in that section, there was a bottle with a label, Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Yep, that's right. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. Okay, that says C4. I don't ever remember where those damn stairs are here. I would like a roundabout. Pretty please. Oh, rec room. Perfect timing. Honestly, I was gonna keep going down the stairs.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of the magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay, but first... Can we look at this again? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room. It looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. Chem A2, so she must have gotten it from the chem lab. But you see what's scattered around the can is shards of blue glass.
Correct. So...
Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's look at the magazine lab first. Kyoko said the magazine's shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and I flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Togo. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message?
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that? That says Togo, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I will forgive
It's
you.
settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, It makes me that much more suspicious. Okay. Then Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey,
Did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Ah, I see, I see. Chess pieces. Let's see, there's a pawn, there's a rook, there's a bishop, I think that's a queen. So that would mean that the knight and the king are missing, or it's the queen. I don't remember which one is which. Correlation. Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle has been updated. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. But that obnoxious Byakuya is not here,
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. I see. What do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. Okay, it's
In
balanced,
other words...
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on the side of the scale. Now, what we might expect to see, well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay then, let's give it a try. Interesting. The broken pieces are heavier. It's a chemical bottle. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles? Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. I really hope that that's not the answer, because if you ruined it, I'm going to be very, very, very mad. Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the handbook, but I'm going to guess that's probably not the truth because she died. What am I doing?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion.
Hey.
So, what do you think? It's all on you. Is it? The experiment showed that the pieces of glass on the floor were heavier than the intact Monokuma bottle. And the bottles all have something in common. But there's two missing. There's apparently an important secret hidden there. Something new, something new. Bro, really?
Hey.
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Could it just be that both bottles were broken and that's why it's heavier than one bottle? I don't know what the bottles have in common. Oh my god. Makoto. The broken pieces were clearly heavier. What does that mean?
So,
The results of our experiment, the correlation, put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion.
Indeed.
So what do you think? It's all on you. I don't know. Coco's the killer. I'm sure of it. The magazine proves it. We've got the killer cornered. Where is the little chess piece? Should I leave the room? Okay. Maybe go back to the chem lab? I don't know. No, not you. Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues, but you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. Okay, this is my first time seeing the shelf, I know. Really? There's really nothing here. Okay. 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 Do I need to go to Sakura's body again, maybe? Maybe that's it. Rec room. Forgot already where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there we go. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Yeah, I know, but
hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Oh. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Well, that's the powder that's on the floor in the chem lab.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead she received 2 blows to the head. That's why there's 2 bottles missing. I know this. 2 blows, and that's why the bottles are heavier. Like, way 2 bottles with that, and it should work. Interesting, would you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Noise. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. It's not trial time already, is it? No. I'm not ready for a trial.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Sorry.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class
Already?
trial.
Oh my god.
You know where
I'm
to
not
meet,
ready.
right? Please go through
Let's
the
go.
red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Alright, well. It feels lazy. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist. I like how they're putting the little emojis now with his words. A locked room murder mystery. What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Oh, there we go. I was wondering why this was happening. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy. And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get to the elevator. I'll see you on the way down. Oh my god, these are so cute though. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look
I
at
don't
me.
think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. She's been deceived. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and it began its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clanking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over, and the doors once again opened. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, deadly faith, a deadly class trial. What's my new vocabulary skill? There it is. Increase bullet capacity. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna keep the focus gauge. Robot shock. Rate of fire. Alright, I'm gonna try vocabulary. What's handiwork? Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once. It's fine. I'm never gonna remember this anyways. We're gonna do this probably 12 times, so that's fine.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Did you change the room again?
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Okay.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? What's my argument? Pocket trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Because they weren't in the room.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... It was on it. It was just upside down.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that certainly contradicts what Hiro told us. It does.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it. It was only after the investigation had. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh yeah.
No, it's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
Her hands were spotless, though.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Because her hands were clean.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh! Show me the proof.
This should prove it.